Great to see you, Amir. You're looking fantastic shape. You are ready for your fight in a month's time.
Yeah, a month to go for the fight, and obviously I'm ready. Weight's great. Feel fit, feel strong, and it's been a long time since I've been in this position. I mean, it's been a couple of years at least. My last fight was in Saudi Arabia back in 2019, and it seems like a very long time. So it's good that I'm back in the mix again, and against someone who obviously everyone knows I don't like, and everyone knows that we've had that bad blood for many years. So it's a good time for me to put him to bed, and put the whole situation that and the whole talk about me and Kell, to put the record straight now and say I am the better fighter, and I'm going to do a job on him and prove to everyone I am the better fighter. Because Gareth, as you know, like everywhere I go, people are like, oh, when you fighting Kell Brook? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, but to go fight Kell Brook, do a job on him, or are you better than him, or he thinks he's better than you? Like, so this is a time for me now to prove that I'm the better fighter.
You've always said the fight's always been there, and it's kind of an end game fight, isn't it? But I just wonder, you feel, I know, that you can stop him, and that you can win this fight decisively. Could there be more fights in you? Could you call out to Conor Benn, for example, if you win decisively?
Yeah, I mean, look, end of the day, I don't know who I'm going to call out, but I do feel like having the training camp over here and outrunning the young fighters, outbeating them, outsparring these young fighters who normally you think that, when you're getting older, that you're not going to be at your best. But I think them breaks I had in between fights, the long breaks I had, did me a world of good. Mentally, I'm nice and chilled and sharp, and I've never felt so good, honestly. So, look, I'm not gonna say who I might fight next. If I am gonna fight or not gonna fight, and if it is Conor Benn or not Conor Benn, but I do have it in me to have a few more fights.
Is it self-evident since you went over there 3 months ago that training with Terence Crawford, I think Shaka Stevenson's there sometimes.
Yeah.
Jamel Herring's around, isn't he?
Yeah.
Has it paid dividends for you being over there in Colorado Springs and Omaha with Bo Mack as well?
Definitely. Like being here, training with these guys, amazing. Honestly, the way they push you, the way they support you as well at the same time. And when you're tired, you think you're going to give up and you're going to stop, but no, they keep on pushing you. There's always someone there watching you and pushing you and motivating you. That's what it's all about. And everyone has their purpose. You have a strength conditioner, he has his purpose. You have the boxing coach, he has his purpose. You have a guy, you have 2-3 assistants who are watching you, making sure you're doing things right. Honestly, after the camp they've got here, now I know why Crawford is pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world, because first of all, he's got the altitude training here. He's got the focus. He's got a team, and he's got the sparring partners. I mean, what else do you need?
Did you have genuine concerns at the age of 35 that you may be pushing your body to the limit? And as you say, you've actually found out that you still have it all in you. Yeah.
So, a couple of months ago, when it was COVID, I put on some weight, and mentally I wasn't even prepared. And what prepared me to get back in the gym and train hard was Kell Brook. The fight's been talked about so much, and everywhere I would go, I would hear that name everywhere. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this fight. And then I gave him a good beating. And so that was my motivation. See, if it was another fight against someone else, I think it might have been a little bit different. Because this is a fight that it's bragging rights. It's everything. This fight has got everything in it. So really, that's what motivated me to take the fight, yeah.
Do you feel that he is over-emotional about this, and you going into this as a business fight, as a fight for your record, as a fight to clear up division? Are you not as emotional as he is about it?
No, I'm nowhere near as emotional for this fight. For me, this is just another fight. And one of the best things I think I've done is coming to Colorado Springs and training here. I'm away from everyone. My friends, my family, everyone's away from me. I've got time to focus. I know for a fact, being in the UK, I would have been asked the question, when's the fight? Oh, how you feel? And the gyms would have been full. TV would have been there. Media would have been there. I mean, I feel so good being isolated and being away from that and focusing on my job, which is just to train hard and be fit and be ready.
In the actual fight itself, I mean, years ago, I think you've even said yourself it might have been a closer fight. But when you visualize it,
Yeah.
do you believe it's a quick fight for you? I mean, what's your assessment of him? You saw him in the Crawford fight last year. What's your assessment of him? Do you see it as a quick fight? Will your hand speed and speed in general do for him in the early rounds? How do you play it out in your mind as the fight works out, as you train for it?
You know, if I catch him, I don't think he's going to last. That's the thing. And I might catch him in the first round. I might catch him in the 12th round. I'm just going to put a boxing clinic, a nice clinical job on him. I'm just going to box him and be smart and to the punch, put that pressure on when I need to put it on, hurt him, give him a slow beating. He'll want to give up himself.